What's up guys, Cloudie here checking in from the America server, where today we are gonna be doing soul judgments again. I have been hoarding for quite some time now, and while I kinda wanna wait more for Isaiah, I also just don't wanna sit on all those resources all the time, and we received a bunch of Protection of the God King consumables, so maybe it's time to get rid of a few of them. So we're gonna start with the usual ritual. We're gonna give some gifts to Cain. Maybe like some booze, some liquor, and some golden felon sculptures. And after we buttered him up with all the presents, we're gonna do the usual stuff and click him all around. Hopefully that makes him happy, and then we'll grant us some nice soulstone. I have made a screenshot of all the stuff I'm having and the stuff I would like to get, so let's get to it. I was thinking maybe get to one mercy gift, and if the luck is holding up, then maybe go for a second, but if it's bad luck, then I will stop there. So 22k of these, 14 of these. Let's get to it, see if Cain favors us or not. Not so far. Still not. Alright, that's a 1. Luna, Dasarta, Artemia. I don't think I even have Dasarta's soul weapon, so might as well go with it. Luna could be a candidate for a transfer, but I would actually need to buy her unique weapon for that, so meh. And I think I don't have Dasarta, so might as well get it. Even if it's, as far as I recall, it's not terribly great, but well, it's something we don't have yet. Artemia I don't really have built, and I don't use her anywhere, even though she is quite decent nowadays. So yeah, the Sarta it was. Let's move on. These single eaters are still so depressing to see. I really wonder if or why Vespa actually doesn't update these to give like 10 or something. Then maybe you would feel less bad about getting a purple or a red one. Especially red ones would be kind of nice. They seem to be a big blocker in upgrading some units, and I don't think that would hurt Vespa so much if they were giving out some. Today Cain doesn't seem to be terribly giving, or maybe I just needed to complain. Well, we can take Seria. Maria, that's an interesting ID. If I take Isolette, then I only need 2 more to A2 her, and since I'm gonna be going into flow, that would be a good thing really. It would make farming later on a lot easier. Maria would be nice because she's like one of the first waifus, but this is a hard choice because I really want to get it for her. But let's take Isolette. Yon will be proud, and Merv, especially for Merv. So let's go with Isolette, and then we just need 2 more to A2 her, and that should make further farming in Trial of Flow easier. Certainly Maria is nowadays not really a terribly strong character, even though her CC is kinda nice, but yeah, she just doesn't really have the PvP tools anymore to be really effective compared to, for instance, Cain, I think, which is who can do the same, except of course for more mana, so he takes a bit longer. So yeah, I think Isolette is the way. Now we just need 2 more to A2 her, and that's gonna be kind of nice. Alright, that's not too bad. Loman Grammary. Well, if I take Loman, then I can A1 him, which helps a lot because it adds some healing and cleansing, or I'm not sure, it adds the cleanse, I think, or both. I'm not sure. I don't have a Grammary built, and even though she is one of the most OP units in Magic decks right now, I'll just go with the Loman. Even Loman is kind of nice to have for stuff, especially because I might need to do some more Trial of Earth in the near future. I have a Magic deck for it, but I've been trying with Rebel Clouds, and I really did miss that A1 Loman there, so Loman it is. At least many will be proud that now I can have an A1 Loman. Alright. Roy, Isolette, Veronica. Well, I don't like Roy. Veronica is A2. Isolette. Isolette. Now this is interesting. We are one soulstone away then from A2 Isolette. That would be nice. I really do not like the mold inflow, and I've been telling my friends that I need to actually get back to it, because Shea, Lavril, maybe Juno, maybe even start hoarding for Isaiah. She looks to be a priest, so I was thinking to get some priest soul stones, and then if she doesn't turn out to be a priest after all, I still uphold my guess that she might be a ranged warrior. Then I could just use it on someone else, like one of the before mentioned priests, or like build a Mediana or something. So yeah, we'll have to consider that too. But yeah, that's pretty good. 2 Isolate Soul Stones. That really gets us closer to the goal of A2ing her, and she would make for a decent flow DPS. All that healing reduction and ignore defense damage is just so nice, especially in the higher stages. It's very hard to do high stage trials without actual ignore defense, because they just have so much defense on those stages. Zafir, I could A1, but nobody uses Zafir. Miriam is kind of dated, and she's not built, neither is my Zafir. Mediana, I can have an A1 Mediana if I take this, which is nice enough. She really gets good at A2 when you have a lot of attack, and she just starts transferring part of that to your main DPS. So for the long-term plans, I think Mediana. And wow, this pool seems to be super influenced by Yon. So all right. Too bad he can't be here today. But yeah, let's see. I think this was a fairly decent pool so far. Let's see what the mercy gift is. Jane, Ophelia, Artemia. Well, Artemia we already discussed. My Ophelia is A1 with only 1 spare. Jane, I could start getting Jane. I'm not sure how many I have for her. I think she is A0 now with no upgrades. But Jane is not bad, especially once you get her soul weapon up. I'll just go with Jane. Maybe Fluff will be also proud. Let's go with Jane. We can build a Jane. Tanks are also good to have built. Again, Ophelia, I don't really use her anywhere except on one of my most scuffed teams in Eclipse. And yeah, let's try and get a second round in, see if we have some luck. If we run out of protections, then I will stop, I guess, because there are still some more in the rewards list. And wow, wow, that's actually a harder choice to make. Lucius is A1. Glenn is A0, but could be A1. And I have a Juno who is not unleashed but has 3 soul stones. And if I get to transfer one of my A1 candidates, then I could have an A2 Juno, which is one of the builds I wanted to do. So I go with Juno. Kind of want to have that A2 Juno at some point, because I want to do changes to my PvP lineup, and having a Juno there was one of the plans. So Juno it is. She's kind of cute and deserves some love. Alright. Alright. I think Yon's gonna hate me now. Cecilia is A2 Neraxis. I don't even know what his soul weapon does. I'll be honest, I don't remember. He is A0 in my lineup, and I don't have any saved up. Let's go with Esker. We can have an A2 Esker, who is good both as a support, as a buffer, and the DPS. Yeah, I mean, we can have an Esker at some point. I wanted to. He's also one of my higher teams in Eclipse. Not the highest, but still does pretty well. So might as well try and get him to A2 at some point. And that would also be pretty good for some variety. Also buffs. Now this one is a tricky one. I'm not a fan of Kibera, I'll have to tell you. He is such a PvP unit and somehow just not really my thing. Kind Cassandra is cute, but PvP only. Not really what I want to build right now. I don't have anything for a heart now. I think she gets good at 8 too, with like a pretty big buff, but I don't have that either. Maybe she's also been my tank in Trial of Flow. Maybe I go with Reheart now. Yeah, because Kibera I'm not gonna build anytime soon, probably never. And Cassandra is also like PvP only, so that's a bit less interesting to me right now. Let's go with all the supports. Would be nice to get like a Shell or a Lovril, because that would mean an A1 Shell or Lovril, or both. Those would be also kind of nice to have. Jon, you're gonna so dislike me. Lilia, Bernheim, of course. I have an A2 Fallen Phrase, so that's not in the cards. Lilia, my Lilia is A1 and could actually get to 5-star-ish soon and be like semi-built, maybe have a second nuker for League of Honor. Bernheim is good, and definitely Lex's effect here. I think I'll go with the Lilia because cuter, like look at that guy. Yeah, and then Radial can hate me more because I just got another random stuff for Lilio. So let's go with Lilio. This is for you, Radial. Alright, I think I might end up running out. What the hell? Alright, another tricky one. My Nyla, it's actually not Unleashed. My Cecilia is A2. And Laudia is like... she is 5-star and has an A1 soul weapon, but doesn't have any extras. And I was kind of thinking to build Kara instead, to be honest. To have a bit of variety in the DPS. I could build up Marnyla at some point. That was in the cards, really. You know what? Let's take that Nyla. Nyla is pretty strong in some comps, and it's one of the things I wanted to do. One thing to know about Nyla is that she was one of my early PvP tanks. Like I think I switched to her from Klaus, like that early. That from the initial tank that I had in the game, I actually switched to Nyla because I needed a diver and someone who was more useful than Klaus back then, so maybe she deserves some love as well. Alright, so far that was a pretty rewarding batch. If I could get one for one of those transfer units that I've been designated, that would be kinda cool. I'm looking at Unix or Castle. If either of you pops in, then you are going into the transfer bucket. But right now, I guess I scared them away with that. Did we run out of all that luck? Maybe used up. Maybe even transfer a Floss. I'm not a Floss. And my good friend Ray no longer plays, so she won't mind if I don't show love to Floss. Alright. What's up with you, Cain? Did you become sober or lost your cats again? Come on, don't be shy. Give us some love. Nope. There you go. Luna. Crow. Crow would be kinda nice. I could get that Luna for the transfer. But then I need to buy her unique weapon. That feels such a waste. Yeah, Papa Crow is kinda good where he is right now. he does what he needs to do and doesn't really need more DPS. Of course, at some point I would like to get him to A2, but not really a priority. And this way I can use my transfer ticket, and yeah, I guess I can get that A2 Juno then, which is one of my projects, so might as well do it. Let's get Luna, just because also this is pretty. And Ezekiel, yeah, my Ezekiel is not built, so might as well go with the Luna then. That allows me to transfer an A1 Luna into Juno and then go from there. So that is the plan right now. Seems we might make it to the Mercy Gift, depending on Cain's mood. Yeah. One more. Scarlet Visca Dakaris. Visca is not bad, but kinda outdated. I only ever use her in my magic comp for Big Shock May. Dakar is the everlasting Dakaris. Since I'm trying to build up more of a bruiser setup, I might just go with Scarlet. One day I'm gonna have that Dakaris too, but not today. It's like, what say we to death today? And of course the dog always decides to shake herself and start drinking when I'm recording, because why not? Alright, let's do this, see if we get one more. We do get one more. Lilia Dimmel Bernheim. Interesting. So if I take that Lilia, then I have 3 for the transfer, or for A2ing, which would be nice. I would get another A2. And if I take the Dimmel, then I can transfer him instead of Luna, which means I do not need to buy a unique weapon. Tricky, because Lilia, Dimmel. I'll pick Lilia just despite Radial. Maybe I'll have like an A2 Lilia on 2 accounts soon, and then I can really spite him. So Radial, here you go. And well, we are all out of the protection of the God King stuff. There is some more, I think, in the Estal missions, but you know what? Let's go for a random one, or see if we maybe get a 3rd in a row. Nope. Okay, so let's check that Mercy Gift, see what it gives us randomly. Maybe it's something good. Was that another, is that another Isolette? Oh yes, that's an A2 Isolette, guys. Oh my god, I'm so happy, because that means I have an A2 Isolette, which is super nice, because I was just thinking that this week I need to switch to doing Trial of Flow on this account, starting to save up for stuff, especially now that I got my A2 Chase. Although I still kind of wanted to get an A2 Rebel Cloud as well. So, but yeah, I was thinking to do some flow in preparation for Isaiah. And A2 Isolette, that's kind of nice to have. Alright, I think I'll take it. This was a good haul. Let's just check how we ended up at the end. Well, that sounds kind of wrong. So we have an Anila, one more Jane, 3 of these, 2 Mediana, 3 of these. Oh yeah, not bad actually. With a little bit of investment, we can. That's that 4 there. That's pretty awesome. So this will be an A1 Loman, A2 Juno, A2 Isolette. I'll take it, guys. I'll take it. So definitely not a bad pool and a bad haul. So yeah, let me know how it's going for you guys. I think in the Estel missions there are still some more protection of the God Kings, which you can keep for the next batch. Until then, it's more hoarding time, I guess. But yeah, for now, this has been Cloudie. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.